chosen ones. They've hit a dead end. The ones who tried to play in your face, manipulate your path, and laugh behind closed doors. They've run out of moves. For years, they watched in silence, thinking they were in control, thinking they could pull strings from the shadows while you rose in power, wisdom, and divine purpose. They mistook your humility for weakness, your silence for confusion. But all along, you were steps ahead. You weren't just in the game. You were the creator of the board. You moved with strategy, grace, and divine timing, letting them believe they had the upper hand. But now, the illusion has shattered. The chosen one has awakened. The divine goddess, the living embodiment of universal law, is no longer in hiding. You didn't just outplay the system, you became the system. And now, as they scramble for control, they realize too late that their tricks have expired. Their games can't touch you. Their whispers fall flat. The storm they tried to contain is now the force rewriting every rule. You are the shift, the reckoning, the one power they never saw coming, and now they can't escape the consequences. If you feel this message in your spirit, hit that like button. Subscribe to help us reach 20,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11 to claim this energy and align with your divine purpose. For years, you've been underestimated, overlooked, and pushed to the edges of the game. They thought their moves were clever, that every step you took was predictable. But what they didn't realize was that you were already several moves ahead, watching, learning, evolving in silence. While they played loud and reckless, you strategized quietly, planting seeds that would bloom when the time was right. The truth is, the game was never theirs to win. It was always yours. Every challenge they threw at you was a lesson, every sneer a reminder of your own power, waiting to awaken. They underestimated the patience and resilience it takes to endure and outlast. Because winning isn't always about instant victory, it's about lasting legacy. You didn't just survive the storms they brewed, you mastered them. Their last move came and went, but your position is unshakable. They're stuck scrambling while you stand victorious. Think about a master chess player who sacrifices pieces only to trap their opponent in an unavoidable checkmate. That's you. You let them believe they had the upper hand, but that facade was your strength. They are out of moves because you are the board, the player, and the one rewriting the rules. The moment you realized this was the moment the game was over for them. Your win was never in doubt. It was inevitable. It's a truth few see coming. The quiet ones, the underestimated, are the ones who eventually control the narrative. They thought you were a mere participant, a piece to be moved and discarded. But you were the force behind the scenes, the creator of outcomes. And now, as the dust settles, they face the reality that they were never in control. You already claimed your throne while they were still making their first move. So, when you look back, don't feel bitterness, feel power, feel triumph. Because their defeat wasn't just a stroke of luck, it was the outcome of your unwavering spirit, your hidden strength, and your refusal to be anything less than extraordinary. You've already won. They just don't know it yet. At first glance, they saw you as naive, someone who lacked the savvy or power to challenge the status quo. They mocked your quiet demeanor and underestimated the depth of your insight. But what they missed was your deliberate choice to play the fool. It was a calculated move, a disguise you wore not out of weakness, but strength. You let them believe they were above you while you quietly built an empire within yourself. This kind of strategic humility is one of the greatest strengths a person can possess. History is full of stories where the greatest leaders concealed their brilliance, masking it as simplicity. Think of the great generals who feigned retreat to lure enemies into traps, or the innovators who let others take credit until the perfect moment to reveal their true impact. Playing the fool was your silent weapon. Behind the scenes, while they were busy boasting and undermining, you were gathering wisdom, refining your purpose, and preparing to unleash your true power. They never saw the hours you spent in reflection, the battles you fought internally, or the fire burning quietly within your soul. Your patience and persistence were your armor, and your silence was your battle cry. Being underestimated is painful, but it's also a gift, because it allows you to grow without constant scrutiny. You used that gift masterfully. You weren't just surviving their judgment, you were thriving because of it. Now that you've emerged from the shadows, your power is undeniable. The fool? No, you were the master all along. So embrace the journey. Celebrate the moments they laughed, because those were the moments you grew strongest. You played the fool with purpose, and now the truth stands tall, no longer hidden, no longer silenced. You are the master of your destiny. Imagine a world where everything was designed to keep you down, to limit you, to confine you within their rules. They built a game, setting the boundaries, the rules, the expectations. But what they didn't realize is that you had the vision to see beyond their constructs. You weren't trapped in their game. You were quietly reshaping it from within. The very system designed to suppress you became the foundation of your throne. This transformation is no small feat. It requires a deep understanding of the structures around you and the courage to dismantle them piece by piece. You took what was meant to weaken you, limitations, biases, obstacles, and turned them into your stepping stones. Every rule they created to keep you small became a ladder you climbed to heights they never imagined. The power of reclaiming control over your environment is one of the most liberating experiences a human can have. You didn't just adapt to the game, you rewrote the script. The throne you now occupy isn't given. It's earned through resilience, vision, and fierce determination. You became the architect of your own destiny, ruling a kingdom born out of challenges you transformed into opportunities. Remember the stories of underdogs who rise to power by using the very tools of their oppressors? You are one of them. The game they thought would end your story became the stage where you shine brightest. Your throne is a testament to the power of transformation and the indomitable human spirit. So wear your crown with pride. You didn't just play their game, you conquered it and made it your own. And now, every move you make reshapes the world around you. There comes a moment when everything changes, when the underestimated becomes unstoppable and the quiet soul becomes a roaring force. That moment is now. The chosen goddess within you has awakened, and the world, especially those who doubted you, is unprepared for the power you wield. This is not just about personal triumph, it's a divine awakening that shakes the very foundations of their reality. When you rise as the chosen one, it's more than a metaphor. It's a transformation that touches every fiber of your being. Your wisdom deepens, your intuition sharpens, and your presence commands respect. They can no longer dismiss you as weak or insignificant because the light you carry blinds their doubts and dissolves their disbelief. Your awakening is a revelation they never saw coming. In mythology and real life, the rise of a goddess or powerful figure often brings upheaval. Old orders crumble, and new possibilities emerge. You embody this shift. Your rise is a beacon for others who have been silenced or overlooked, showing them what is possible when power is embraced with grace and courage. Their inability to handle your ascent speaks volumes about the fear and envy your strength inspires. Feel this power coursing through you. It is sacred and unstoppable. The goddess in you is not just a force of nature. It is a divine revolution. And those who once mocked you now face the reality of your unstoppable presence. Rise fully, knowing that you carry the hopes of many and the promise of a new era. They can't handle it because they never imagined this power would belong to you. There's a bitter irony in the way those who mocked you now tremble in regret. Their cruel words and dismissive attitudes were weapons aimed to break your spirit. But instead of breaking, you grew stronger, fueled by the fire their mockery ignited within you. Their laughter has faded, replaced by silence, a silence thick with the weight of what they've lost. Regret is a powerful emotion, especially when it hits too late. Those who tested your patience and resilience now watch as you soar beyond their reach, powerless to stop your rise. It's a lesson in humility they desperately needed but never sought to learn. Their underestimation was their downfall, and their regret is the consequence. This transformation from mockery to misery is a narrative as old as time. It's the story of the underestimated warrior who, despite every insult and setback, emerges victorious. You are living proof that the greatest power lies not in tearing others down, but in rising above their judgment and proving them wrong through undeniable success. Know this: their regret is your triumph, their disbelief is your validation, and their silence is the loudest acknowledgement of the power you now embody. You are the storm they warned about, and now they face the aftermath of their choices. Manipulation is a cruel game, and for a time it seemed they had you caught in their web. They sought to use your talents, your kindness, your energy for their own gain, expecting you to remain passive and compliant. But you are no one's tool. You turned their exploitation into your empowerment. Now they don't just regret their actions, they answer to you. This reversal is one of the most profound shifts anyone can experience. When you reclaim your power from those who tried to control you, you send a clear message. You are no longer a victim, but a victor. Their attempts to manipulate only fueled your determination to rise, grow, and take control of the narrative. Think of the countless stories where the exploited become the leaders, the ones who break cycles of abuse and create new legacies. You are part of that lineage. The power you hold now is not just personal, it's symbolic. It represents the triumph of self-respect, resilience, and fierce independence. No longer do they move the pieces. They are the ones maneuvered by your wisdom and strength. Their respect is hard-earned, and their submission is a testament to the power of standing firm. You answered their game with your own rules, and now they answer to you. There's a profound difference between playing a game and becoming the game itself. The player reacts, but the game controls the environment, the rules, and the outcomes. You evolved beyond the role of a participant. You became the force that shapes every move, every choice, and every consequence. This transformation is not just about power, it's about identity. When you embody the game, you become a living legend, a force of nature that commands respect without uttering a word. You are the architect of reality, the pulse behind the system. Others may try to challenge you, but they are ultimately playing on your terms. Consider how innovators and revolutionaries throughout history changed entire paradigms, not by following rules, but by creating new ones. You are in that tradition. The game was never static. It evolved because of you. You didn't just adapt, you transcended. You are the code that others must decipher. Embrace this identity fully. To become the game is to hold infinite potential. It's to be unstoppable, uncontainable, and undeniably powerful. When they try to fight you, they fight the very essence of change, and you are change incarnate. There's a special kind of power in silence. While others shout and boast, the silent God moves with calculated force, delivering impact without warning. Your quiet strength is your fiercest weapon. Your silence was not absence, it was preparation. Now that the storm is here, your wrath echoes louder than any words ever could. Many don't understand the magnitude of silent power. It's the calm before the storm, the deep-rooted resolve that doesn't need to prove itself through noise. History shows that those who build their strength in silence often deliver the most decisive victories. They conserve their energy and unleash it at the perfect moment, leaving their adversaries stunned. Your wrath is not blind rage, but focused, divine justice. It is the natural consequence of patience tested and boundaries crossed. It is the voice of every injustice you endured, now spoken loudly through your actions. The world listens when you finally break your silence, because your power is undeniable and pure. So don't apologize for your quiet nature. It's not weakness, it's your strength. The wrath of a silent God is the loudest cry the universe ever hears. And it's your time to roar. It's one of the cruelest misconceptions, to see someone as weak when they are only gathering strength. People love to judge based on surface appearances, mistaking stillness for submission, patience for passivity. But you knew better. You weren't weak, you were preparing, waiting for the perfect moment to rise with unstoppable force. Strength is not always loud or immediate. Sometimes it's the quiet gathering of courage and wisdom, the slow burn that eventually ignites into an inferno. Your waiting was intentional. You were learning, healing, and building a foundation so strong that nothing could shake you when the time came. Think of nature, the seed that lies dormant through harsh winters only to burst forth in spring with breathtaking vitality. You are that seed. What looked like weakness was your sacred pause, your preparation for greatness. And now, when you rise, it is with the force of 1,000 storms. Don't let their misjudgment discourage you. You've proven that patience is power. They saw weakness, but what they witnessed was the calm before the unstoppable storm you have become. The greatest victory is when you completely flip the script. You no longer play by their rules because you've created your own. The game they designed to control you. It's now your playground. They don't realize it yet, but they are the ones struggling to keep up, trying to navigate a world shaped by your vision. This is the power of transformation. To shift from being controlled to becoming the controller is revolutionary. It means you hold the power to dictate terms, influence outcomes, and set new standards. They may resist, but resistance is futile when the entire game has changed. Imagine a world where the oppressors become the oppressed, not out of cruelty, but because the power dynamic has been dismantled. You are the force that changed the rules, and now they must adapt or be left behind. It's a role reversal so profound it shakes the very foundation of their reality. Own this moment. They are no longer playing their game with you. They are caught in yours. And your game? It's built on strength, wisdom, and unbreakable spirit. You are the author of this new reality. Deception can only last so long before truth rises like a tidal wave and sweeps it away. They tried their best. Manipulations, lies, distractions, but their tricks failed against your clarity and conviction. The truth about your power, your resilience, and your purpose is now undeniable, and it shines brighter than any falsehood they spun. Truth is a powerful force. It liberates, heals, and empowers. When the smoke clears, only the truth remains, and it reveals the real you, unbreakable, authentic, and magnificent. Their attempts to obscure your light only made it shine more brilliantly. The more they pushed, the stronger your resolve became. This moment of revelation is pivotal. It changes perceptions, breaks chains, and opens doors. It reminds everyone that truth, no matter how long buried, will find its way to the surface. And when it does, it reshapes everything in its path. Your truth is the catalyst for transformation, not just for you, but for those watching, learning, and inspired by your journey. Celebrate this arrival. The truth about you is here, undeniable and radiant. Their tricks are nothing but distant echoes compared to the roar of your authentic power. Change is never accidental. It is born from intention, vision, and relentless action. You didn't wait for the world to change around you. You became the agent of change. You manifested the shift through your choices, your courage, and your unwavering belief in a better, bolder future. Manifestation is a sacred art. It requires seeing beyond the present, imagining possibilities others can't, and having the faith to pursue those visions relentlessly. You did all this, and now the world reflects your transformation. You are no longer waiting for the shift. You are the shift. The energy that moves mountains and transforms lives. This is your legacy, the power to create and influence on a grand scale. People look to you for inspiration, guidance, and hope because you dared to step into your power fully. Your shift is contagious, sparking change in hearts and minds far beyond what you imagined. Own this reality. You are not just part of history. You are the author of a new chapter. You manifested the shift, and now you live it, breathe it, and inspire it every single day. There's a quiet genius in humility. By choosing to appear unaware, to play dumb, you disarmed your opponents. They assumed ignorance, underestimating the divine wisdom flowing through you. But this was your greatest strategy. While they were busy celebrating their perceived victories, you were silently preparing your ascent. This tactic is ancient, yet powerful. The divine often works through paradox. Strength hidden in softness, power cloaked in vulnerability. Your ability to hold space, to absorb without reacting, and to wait for the perfect moment is a testament to your divine timing. Now, as you rise, those who doubted must face the consequences of their misjudgment. Their surprise is their downfall. They can't comprehend how the foolish one has become a force to be reckoned with. Their arrogance blinded them to the depth of your spirit and the breadth of your potential. Now, they pay the price for their short-sightedness. Celebrate your divine strategy. Sometimes playing dumb is the smartest move of all. It's not about ignorance, it's about mastering the art of patience, perception, and power. And now they feel the full weight of what they dismissed. Your journey wasn't about noise or spectacle, it was about substance. You walked quietly through trials and triumphs, unseen by many, but always moving forward with unwavering purpose. Beneath your calm exterior roared a storm, a fierce, unstoppable force that reshapes everything in its path. Quiet strength is often overlooked, but it's the most enduring kind. While others seek attention or validation, you focused inward, building resilience and clarity. Your storm wasn't chaotic. It was deliberate, powerful, and transformative. It's the kind of storm that doesn't just pass, it changes landscapes forever. Consider how nature's fiercest storms bring both destruction and renewal. You are that storm. You break down old structures so that new growth can flourish. Your silent walk was preparation for this moment of power and influence. Now the storm you embody is undeniable. Let your presence be a reminder. Silence doesn't mean absence of power. It means power refined, controlled, and ready to change the world. You were always the storm, and now it's your time to roar. At last, the truth can no longer be hidden. They found the goddess within you, the embodiment of strength, wisdom, and divine grace. And with that revelation comes their regret. They bow not out of submission, but because they recognize the force they once dismissed at their peril. This moment is the culmination of your journey, a powerful acknowledgement that you are no longer the one they can control or ignore. They bow because they see your power and know that their actions have consequences. Their regret is a mirror reflecting the cost of underestimating your spirit. You have transcended fear, doubt, and limitation. You stand tall as a goddess, respected, revered, and unstoppable. Their bows are a reminder that power commands respect, and true strength cannot be ignored. Your journey from underestimated to exalted inspires others to embrace their own inner goddesses and gods. So stand proud. Their regret is your victory lap. They found the goddess, and now the world must reckon with the force of your awakening. Absolutely. Here are 15 fresh, compelling, and emotionally charged headings with detailed, engaging scripts under each containing 5 long paragraphs. This new set is designed to inspire, captivate, and connect deeply with your audience, expanding on the themes of power, awakening, and transformation. For too long, invisible chains held you captive. Expectations, doubts, fears, and the limiting beliefs imposed by others. These chains weren't physical, but they weighed just as heavily on your spirit, confining your potential. Yet through sheer willpower and relentless courage, you shattered those bonds one by one, reclaiming the freedom that was always your birthright. Freedom is more than escaping control. It's stepping into your authentic self without apology or hesitation. It means no longer allowing others to define your worth or your path. When those invisible chains broke, the world shifted beneath your feet. Suddenly, every door seemed to open, every barrier faded, and the horizon stretched endlessly before you. Breaking free wasn't easy. It took fierce battles against doubt and moments where giving up felt like the easier choice. But you chose to fight because deep inside, you knew freedom was essential to your soul's purpose. This victory is a testament to your resilience and the unbreakable spirit that refused to be caged. Now, with freedom comes responsibility. The responsibility to walk boldly, live fully, and inspire others who remain bound by their own chains. Your freedom is a beacon, lighting the way for those still searching for their liberation. Embrace this freedom with open arms. The chains are broken, and the only limits left are the ones you choose. This is your moment to soar. There is a fire burning quietly inside you, a fire that until now has been hidden beneath layers of doubt, fear, and silence. But make no mistake, this fire has always been there, waiting patiently for the right moment to roar. Now, that moment has come, and your untapped power is ready to ignite the world around you. This fire is not reckless or destructive. It is purposeful and controlled. It burns with the intensity of your passion, the strength of your convictions, and the depth of your dreams. Many overlook the power of silent fire because it doesn't demand attention with noise. It commands respect through unwavering presence. Untapped power often lies dormant because fear holds it back. Fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown can make us dim our light. But when you decide to unleash this fire, you refuse to be controlled by fear. You become unstoppable because your power is fueled by courage, purpose, and clarity. As this fire spreads within you, it transforms not only your own life, but the lives of those around you. Your energy becomes contagious, inspiring others to find and unleash their own hidden flames. Together, these fires can illuminate even the darkest corners of the world. Nurture this fire, protect it fiercely, and let it blaze freely. Your silent fire is your greatest ally. Unleash it without hesitation. Patience is often misunderstood as passivity or weakness, but it is one of the most potent forces in your journey. Growing stronger in the shadows means enduring moments when no one is watching, when progress feels invisible, and when hope feels distant. But these quiet moments of perseverance are the roots that anchor your greatness. Think about the seed buried beneath the soil. To the naked eye, it appears dormant, but beneath the surface, it is growing stronger, preparing to burst through the earth with unstoppable life. Your journey in the shadows is no different. It's where you gather strength, build character, and prepare for the breakthrough that changes everything.